science of today is the technology of tomorrow, as Edward Teller states in his quote. Computers are very involved in our daily life. In this speech, I will discuss how to build a computer, how to upgrade a computer, and smart purchase decisions when buying parts. When buying parts for a computer, use reliable companies such as Amazon or Newegg. Read reviews and make sure the parts that you buy are compatible together. Once the parts are delivered, it's time to place the motherboard. In order to place the motherboard, you have to open the case, place the standing screws in the case, then place the motherboard on top of the standing screws, screwing it in. Once your motherboard is secure, then place your PCU in the bottom left corner of your computer. There's 4 screws connecting the PCU to the case. Screw those in. Once these key components are all placed, it's time for the most important part of the computer, the CPU, or Central Processing Unit. In order to place the CPU correctly, be aware of the arrow in the bottom left of the CPU and the arrow in the bottom left of the socket. They match up, but be gentle when placing, the pins are fragile. Once placed, use a small amount of thermal paste and then place your cooler. After the CPU is placed, it's time to put your hard drives into their trays. Once the hard drives are in the trays, use a SATA cable, a data transfer cable, from the hard drive to the motherboard. This will be labeled. Once your hard drives are nice and snug, it's time to place the RAM. The RAM should come in a default of 2 sticks. Never place the RAM in off-color slots. Always place the RAM in same color. Finally, after the RAM is placed, gently place your GPU into its single socket on your motherboard. Some come with 2. Once placed, plug in all the rest of the PCU cables into the motherboard, as seen here. These are the basics of upgrading and building your computer. As Mark Benioff said, the only constant in technology is change. Technology is constantly changing. As I said in the beginning, I have built many of my own computers, and this is my current one. And I bought and assembled every piece. While most computers are air-cooled, mine is water-cooled. Water continuously flows to the CPU in order to keep it cool. To conclude my speech, knowing how to fix your computer or your family's computer can be very useful and easy to land a job just knowing the basics. Knowing the basics can continue your career in building computers. As Edward Teller said before, the science of today is the technology of tomorrow. Thank you.